Oh, something different.
So the scriptures say that the Old Testament was given to us for our learning, that we might understand. And so when we look in the scriptures, we see a lot of foreshadowing. We see types and antitypes. We see the shadow in the Old Testament and the real deal in the New Testament. So what can incense and the offering of incense in the Old Testament teach us about what it represents, which is worship, in the New Testament? The scriptures teach us that incense is representative of worship. Now, where was incense offered? Incense was offered in the holy place, right before the entrance into the Holy of Holies, or the secret place. In the secret place, the Holy of Holies, was the throne of God, on the top of the ark between the cherubims. So to get to the throne room, to get to the Holy of Holies, to get to the secret place of God, you had to first worship. Incense was offered by casting it directly into the fire. And the Bible said it would bring a sweet smelling savor before God. It was perfumed. So worship is sweet in the nostrils of God. He enjoys the fragrance of real worship. But there's something I note about incense. First of all, God gave the ingredients. He told them what the ingredients should be. He told them what parts it should be made up of. The apothecary had to follow the recipe that God gave. And he said that it must not be used, this combination must never be used for the pleasure of man. In other words, then, our worship belongs only to God. You know, like the songwriter says, my hallelujahs belong to him. Worship ought to be given to God and God only. But one more thing I noticed about the incense, it was made up of 5 parts. 5, the number of grace. 3 parts were sweet, 3 of the ingredients. 1 was bitter, 1 was salt, and God said they should be in equal proportions. So 3 parts sweet, 1 part bitter, 1 part salt. And he said they must be beaten together until you cannot separate them from each other. So your worship must be made up of your sweet experiences, your bitter experiences, and the salt in your life. But they must be beaten together such that you're unable to distinguish them. That's when you find real worship. Where in the midst of the memory of that bitter situation, you're still finding yourself saying, thank you, God, because you're awesome, you're worthy. In the midst of remembering that pain, you find yourself glorifying him because it is all together. But I'm also very happy to note that however much the bitter and salt experiences might seem, together they will not be equal to the sweet experiences. Our blessings will far outweigh our troubles. Let's bring them together. Sweet alone gives you praise, but sweet, bitter, and salt gives worship. Let us worship the King. Let's talk about it. like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. God bless you, worshiper.